A lot of the talk that I've been hearing is that we want our country back. What is happening to Ireland at the minute?
Well, Ireland has been invaded under the guise of the government saying that we need to take in some refugees from the Ukraine and other war-torn countries to help them out. So it started in, as far as we know, in 2020, but it has been happening in the last 20 years. Our population has risen in 1 million people from 4.4 million people 10 years ago to 5.5 million people. 10 years, 1 million people have grown, and they're all foreign nationals. Of course, we have no problem helping all the people coming from the Ukraine or our families that need help, but that's not what's happening at the moment. There's single unvetted men coming between age 25 to 35 years of age without passports into Ireland. And they're coming in their hundreds of thousands. It's not a few hundreds at the moment, it's thousands and thousands. There's crime like we've never seen it on our streets, in our local villages and towns. The future of my grandchildren is really in serious danger at the moment, very concerned.
I think additionally to the Ukrainian refugees, Ireland has the biggest influx per capita of all the EU countries. I mean, what's the strain that's put on Ireland itself at the minute?
Our resources are really struggling at the moment. Our healthcare, people who need healthcare or appointments can't get them. Mental health services are between 2 and 5 years waiting list for young adults. 5 years for children to get any assessments in the mental health care. So that's really under strain. We haven't got the houses for these people. We have 14,000 Irish people living in homeless accommodation at the moment. So we're already stretched.
So it's more of a case of looking after your own first, then.
We need to look after our own first, absolutely. We, of course, want to help all families who need help and coming from war. We have no problem. We are not racist.
I mean, how do you feel after today? It might be called a far-right rally or a racist rally. What have you got to say to that?
I think it's disgraceful. How dare they? How dare they call me, a 57-year-old grandmother, racist when I want to protect my 4 granddaughters? I want to protect these streets of Dublin for them, or where they go to school, or their religion and culture. I want to protect it all. We have a right to protect our own culture for us, our own children for us, So, no, I'm disgusted that they're calling us far-right racist. To cheek at them.
Are Muslim men of Pakistani background, and the majority of victims, their background is majority white girls, white English girls.
I can take care of this land. You get ready. And you want to be beginning to tell me in the end. The end is here. I am messenger from I. It's not about money. Every fucking person I have to send, so you bitches can listen.
You need to go home. This is Ireland. You're in the wrong country, pal.
We're going to show you our
I'll show you now in a minute.
You are Illuminati. You are not the Illuminated. We are the Illuminated species. The owners of galaxies and planets. And Rome. It's fucking Rome. You draconian, reptilian, Pleiadian, insectoids. Motherfucking whoever the fuck you click. Hiding underground. Sending the so-called white people to go fetch. So they can control somebody like me.
Have you got a passport?
You have no chance.
Have you got any documentation?
We are surrounded. We are a kind of species. Our spaceship is in the air. You are surrounded. Welcome to your new world order. We are the world order. We'll be running shit around here from now on. And anything we do. It's our spirit into spirit. No clones and robots allowed. You put the boys and sergeants fighting amongst them to save this fucking human community. Like those stupid movies.
Record levels of immigration to Europe is now a fact, but the EU Commissioner Ylva Johansson says that we have to let them in. What do you think about that statement?
That's a ridiculous and stupid statement. I'm sorry. Why do we have to let them in? I mean, it's like the same as, saying to a family, there's people outside your door and you have to let them in. No, you shut your door and you make sure no one comes into your house that is not supposed to be there, right? I mean, there is no way in the world that a family would take in, just whoever. And once they realize that their own family, like the kids and the wife maybe, they're not safe in the house anymore, then no one in their right mind would put up cameras, surveillance cameras, right? No, they would just open the door, kick everyone out who doesn't belong in the house and lock the freaking door. That's what they would do. Why should it be any different when it comes to a state border? That's the very same thing. So no, we don't have to let everyone in. No, we don't. We get to choose, actually.
And we say bye-bye. And we say bye-bye.
Tonight in Copenhagen, windows of the cafe now riddled with about 30 bullet holes as a gunman opened fire on the cafe this afternoon during a free speech event. One man attending the event was killed. 3 police officers were injured.
Etwa 1,5 Stunden lang entladen sich hier die Aggressionen hunderter Jugendlicher, die schwere Verletzungen in Kauf nehmen. Bei sich und bei den zufälligen Gegnern auf der anderen Straßenseite.
The violence in Berlin came nearly 1 year after another crime that inflamed tensions between Germans and the growing population of refugees there. The mass sexual assault of 1,200 women on New Year's Eve by as many as 2,000 men.
And we say bye-bye.
You simply cannot go to someone else's house and expect them to adapt to your rules. This is the mindset of most illegal immigrants. They want to come to great Western nations where freedom exists and impose their worldviews on the West. If you want to be in America, the UK, or Australia, to name a few, you have to abide by their rules. Generations of natives went through hell to build these countries to where they are now, and it's nothing short of a disgrace for entitled immigrants to shame these nations for not abandoning their culture and allowing them to do what they please in a country that isn't even theirs. Immigration is a dangerous poison that will kill the West as we know it if it is left unchecked. It's time to wake up and stand up for your nation, have boundaries, and don't be shamed into thinking that admiring your culture is wrong, because it's what made the West great to begin with.
Who's going to fight for countries they hate?
UK was to go to war, would you join the military?
No.
I'm not from the country, so no.
First of all, I'm not a UK citizen, I'm an immigrant.
I'm Welsh?
No, unfortunately not. I'm not from this country originally, you know?
No. We're Irish, so...
We don't like the UK military.
No, thank you. Yeah. Where are you from?
Brazil.
Do you live here?
Yes.
Would you go to war for this country?
No.
I'm Pakistani, so...
Are you a resident?
I'm a resident. I've got dual nationality.
You guys live in the UK?
Yeah, we do.
Would you join the military?
No. We're not from this country.
if they say it's compulsory, what would you do?
I'll just go back to Egypt. Go back to my country. I'll just go back to my country.